business will do. Here we go. So we go on to chapter 43, technology in production. What does technology do? It makes production to be more faster, more effective, more efficient. Right?
Yeah.
So we'll go down. The impact of new technology in the primary sector. Advances in technology gather pace all the time. All business sectors have enjoyed the benefit of new technology. In the primary sector, the use of tractors, mechanical harvesters, grain drying machines, and automatic feeding systems have helped to raise productivity in agriculture. Technological development in agriculture has significantly reduced the need to employ large numbers of workers on farms. So basically, with technology, farmers start using, or agriculture start using capital intensive rather than labor intensive. Do you get the point, please?
Yeah.
The first impact here is that agriculture becomes more capital intensive than labor intensive, based on the fact that there are tractors, there are machines, there are equipment that makes the job better and faster than using workers. Chemicals and pesticides have also helped to increase crop quantities, and biological research has developed plants that are less likely to suffer from diseases. Development in genetically modified crops where useful genes are introduced from different living sources into plants are beginning to have an impact. Initially, GM crops were developed mainly to reduce the harmful effects of pests and diseases. However, the new generation of GM crops aims to increase the nutritional value of plants. Consumers are likely to benefit more directly from this. So here, not only the plants that we harvest that are done effectively, even the use of chemicals and pesticides have come with an advanced use of method. That's what they are talking about, genetically modified. So not like normal old days that we have to use chemicals ourselves. These days they could use even drones to drop pesticides on farms.
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, let's just go down. Just go down, please. The impact of new technology in the secondary sector. For the primary sector, we talked about how plants, crops, how technology has made things to become faster, better than how it used to be. Now go to the impact of new technology in the secondary sector. Remember, the secondary sector is the sector that converts raw materials into finished products. I think we know that. Yeah. So production has become more capital intensive in many industries. This means that more machinery is used in production instead of other resources such as labor. New technology is flexible, sophisticated, and highly efficient. Some examples of new technologies in the secondary sector are outlined below. Robots. They feature largely in assembly and on production lines. The car manufacturing industries, they use robots for their production. So it becomes more faster. So robots in manufacturing can be divided into 3 categories. Material handling robots are usually employed in the transport of goods, parts, or stocks from one place to another. I think you know this already, right? Yeah. Processing operation robots generally perform a specific task such as spot welding or spray painting. Instead of individuals to start playing or painting, robots do this. So it takes away, what you get exposed to that will be harmful to human. Yeah. Okay. Assembly line robots usually perform a single task on assembly lines, such as fitting a cap on a bottle, caps on bottles. Inspection robots are used to check a finished part or a product for faults. They may use a range of tools such as lenses and scanners. So basically, in the production line, in converting raw materials into finished goods, we use robots for materials, we use robots for processing, we use them to even check if there are mistakes in the production process. Then we have different computer systems that can be used. So the first one is CAD, Computer-Aided Design. Before products are manufactured, they have to be designed. The whole design process has been improved by introduction of computer-aided design. So this allows the business to produce accurate drawing, which can be viewed in 3D and altered cheaply and quickly. Designs can be accurately measured and tested on computer for faults, such as unsuitable dimensions or components. In many cases, CAD also removes the need to build models and prototypes because they can be replaced by 3D computer-generated images. So here, before we make the product available, we get the drawings and the system. So we already have the view through the system before we make it available in real life. We call it computer-aided design. Do you get it? We have our drawings, we have our sketch in the system on what we want to make in real life. So we have it on the system, we draw it on the system, then we bring it out exactly the way it is. I think that is clear.
Yes.
We have computer numerical controlled machines. For the CNCM, they said these are machines that can be programmed by computer to carry out tasks such as cutting, milling, drilling, and welding. So we can use these machines to cut, to drill, to weld. They are machines. We have the computer-aided manufacturing. If computers are used in both design and production, the two processes are linked. Here, we're using computer-aided design and computer-aided manufacturing. That we call it CAM. You design, and at the same time, you use it in manufacturing. You have the drawings sketched in the system, and there's going to be another machine that's going to make out the drawing in real life, not human. Get the point? Computer-aided design helps you to draw the product design. Computer-aided machine helps you to produce that design that we've drawn through the computer. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Then we have the computer integrated manufacturing. It combines both CAD and CAM. Do you get the difference here? CAD is used, then individuals will make the product out. CAM continues the same work of technology by producing the drawing out. Then we have the CIM, computer integrated machine, which means a manufacturer, which means we're going to combine a system that has both drawing and manufacturing. That is CIM. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So we go to the impact of new technology in the tertiary sector, the sector for services. How do we use machine in services? In the past, the provision of services has been mainly labor intensive. This is because supplying services often requires direct and personal contact. Services involves one-to-one interaction, conversation. So computers might not be able to do that. So what happens these days? They said, however, new technologies have been rapidly adapted for use in the tertiary sector. Some examples are outlined. In the financial sector, we have such as banking, many transactions can be carried out online transactions. So it means even with your phone, you can do a transaction. You can credit, you can debit yourself to credit Starhub with your phone. It's online. So you don't have to go to the bank to have physical contact with the bankers before that is done. That is the point I'm making there. So ATM, yeah, we have the automatic teller machine, the ATM. So it's there 24 hours. So if the banks are even closed, we can still withdraw anytime we want to withdraw. We can still transfer anytime we want to transfer. So money can be transferred from one account to another electronically from anywhere with a smartphone, which I just explained. Even internationally, that's done. We talked about that. So in market, that is in financial services. For financial services, we're talking about how technology has made things to become easier and better without even having to have contact with people, like the banks or the bankers. In marketing, the use of information, the use of IT has made market research easier. The gathering, processing, and presentation of market research data are cheaper using IT. Data can also be gathered online. This is more convenient for consumers, and therefore, more data is likely to be gathered. So these days, we don't have to start interviewing people before we gather information. We can gather information online. We can use the social media to gather information. We can use, yes. So we can get this information without having to find people to get information from. And if we need research, we can do secondary research. It's not necessary we go to the Ministry of Finance for financial information. We don't need to, it's not necessary we go to the Ministry of Education for educational information. We can get them through their websites. Do we get it, guys?
Yes.
Any question up to now? In advertising, television adverts use the latest film technology and special effects to make adverts more exciting and entertaining. So when you see the way adverts are being done these days, it's more sophisticated, so it looks more attractive. It's because of technology. In retailing, when you talk about retailing, that means dealing with customers. So we have the EFTPOs, the point of sales, the machines that you can slash your cards. It becomes easier, right? In the leisure industry, technology allows people to travel without a ticket. For example, flights can be booked using the internet or the telephone and the credit card. So you don't have to buy tickets. You don't have to necessarily go traditionally to the air travels to get your ticket. You can get this online. Even these days, visa are gotten, you can get visa online. Yes or no? So it becomes easier. The use of IT has helped to reduce administration and communication costs in business. So with information technology, communication becomes so fast, quicker. Within a period of time, within a short period of time, information is being delivered. You can send mail. I can send mail to you right now, you receive it. You can send mail from here to Turkey, you receive it. They receive it there immediately and get a response. It's because of technology. It has helped e-commerce. When we talk about e-commerce, e-commerce is a platform that allows buyers and sellers to have transactions or interaction via the internet. You get what e-commerce is here? So e-commerce is the same as e-tailing. It is because there's technology. Without technology, customers have to go travel from one country to another to buy. But right now, as I'm here right now, I could order things from Amazon in America. I could order things from Alibaba in China. Is it clear? These are the advantages of technology to the tertiary sector. Now, what are the costs and benefits of technology? As much as technology is so important, the same way it is so, so costly for using. So let's say, what are the benefits of using technology? The first one, new products provide more choice. With technology, we can produce as many as possible. As fast as possible. So if each business can produce different products, so that means we have more choice to make as consumers. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Two, higher productivity and lower costs, because we said technology makes it to become faster and better and efficient. So that means our cost of production would fall. At the same time, we're going to be able to deliver as our 20. Less waste of resources. Resources won't be wasted because it's technology. Improved health and safety. So this reduces how humans are being exposed to different components that they are not supposed to get exposed to, because robots can do that. Do we get it?
Yeah.
Tasks are easier for workers. Now you just have your system, it becomes better. You just have to know how to operate the system and things are done. Improved communication. Technology makes it to become faster. Information gets to anyone as soon as now. Everywhere, anywhere, any point in time. Cost. What are the problems about technology? The first one, to start it all, expensive to start. So in the short run, so I would say in the short run, technology is what? Expensive. Please get the point now. Technology is good. It's not expensive. But in the short run, it is expensive. Do we get the point?
Yes.
That's why they said high setup cost. To start it up, it's expensive. But in the long run, it's more cost efficient. The second point, technology breaks down. Technology breakdowns can be expensive. To repair technology, to repair machines are expensive. I think it's clear.
Yes.
Not only expensive in terms of the money you have to pay, it is also expensive because you really rely on it. At that point in time, you won't be able to deliver to your customers because the machine is down.
You have to stop or
You have to stop
delay
operation. It delays lead time. The third point, job losses may cause conflict and distress. People start losing jobs because they are being replaced with machines. Yes or no? This demotivates those that are even left behind because they know one day they will also be replaced with machines.
Yeah.
Existing staff may need to be retrained. It is even expensive. Like I told you earlier, we said with machines, you just have to know how to operate it, then you are good to go. But you need to be trained to know how to use it. That is another cost for businesses, isn't it?
Yeah.
Reduce motivation for machine workers. Why are they bored? They are bored because every now and then they have to only talk with machines, not people. They don't have anyone to share ideas with.
Yeah. Just
sit down with the machine and you continue with the machine. So this might cause them to have boredom, then they become demotivated.
Yeah.
Lot of flexibility, then you won't be able to know how to do a lot of things. Your specialty is on this machine. To operate other machines, you might not be able to do that. Be clear? So, how do we strike a balance with machines and people? There's a balance in the cost, productivity, quality, and flexibility of technology. The decision of when or whether to introduce new technology into production is often a difficult one for businesses. The financial cost of purchasing, installing, and maintaining technology can be very high. Robots, CNC, machinery, and other high-tech equipment are often very expensive, and businesses often need to borrow or raise funds to make these investments. It's expensive, and businesses have to invest. Introducing new technology often means making more people redundant. When you are introducing new technology, it means you are replacing workers with machines. This is also expensive and can disrupt the workforce. Workers get angry, they don't feel happy because maybe a colleague of theirs that they are used to is going to be out of job. The productivity. Okay, senior management have to be sure that the cost of technology is lower than the value of the productivity gains. So you have to strike a balance. And for managers who take decisions, they have to be sure that when you are replacing workers with machine, the cost of replacing workers with machine is lesser than keeping the workers. If not, you are taking a wrong decision. Do you get the point there?
Yes.
Decision makers also have to consider the impact that technology will have on the quality of the product. For example, historically, mass-produced products were often seen as lower in quality than those that were handmade. With technology, you produce mass, but people do say, history says that when you produce mass with technology, it might reduce its quality. Maybe, maybe not. Unlike when you produce handmade. Because with handmade, you are using your skills, you are using everything to produce them. So some handmade materials are better than machine-made materials, machine-made products.
For example, for
shoes,
food, like food made at home are better than food made at restaurant.
Okay, so the quality, right?
Yeah.
So that's the argument against technology. I think it's clear.
Yes.
However, many would argue that most technology is so sophisticated that most technology is so sophisticated today that quality and flexibility are not compromised. So they said with these days, with advancement in technology, we don't talk about loss of quality or lack of flexibility because machines are made to the suitability of the situation. Get the point? We say machines are not flexible, but these days they are making equipment, they are making machines that are flexible. That is the point. So this is because it is possible to produce cars to many different specifications on the same line. So we can produce different cars with the same production line and with different specifications. To conclude, investing in new technology is risky, and businesses have to evaluate the cost, productivity gains, the impact on quality, and the loss of flexibility, if any, before going ahead. So if you have to change from being labor-intensive to capital-intensive, you need to think about productivity. You need to think about flexibility. You need to think about the quality, and you need to think about the cost before you take your final decision. Any question?
No.
Thank you. No, we have questions. The multiple choice, yes. Question 1. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have 4 questions, and one of you is not going to answer any question. Well, because you said you are going to answer the first question. Because you said you raise up your hand, you're going to answer the second question. You're going to answer the third question. And one is the fourth question. So we start.
I want to answer.
Yeah, Malik, you're not answering. So the first question, robots that perform a specific task, such as spot welding or spray painting, are called what?
Mechanical robots. See.
Okay, whatever we don't get, Malik will answer is no.
B.
B, thank you, Malik. The answer is B, processing operation robots. Processing. Okay. Question 2, Mohammed. Which of the following is an advantage of using technology in production? Advantage. Clap, please. Labor turnover means workers are leaving job. So the question is saying, which of the following is an advantage of using technology? Hey, it's from Mohammed.
Improve communication between employees.
No way.
I don't know.
Malik. Okay.
D. Yeah.
D, yes. Improved productivity. Why do we have technology? Please check the options very well and relate the options with your knowledge of what we did. It's technology. Why do we have technology? To make things to become faster, better. And when things are faster, better, is it not productivity?
Yeah.
Increase productivity. Labor talk what? Yeah, turnover, yeah. It's the same as productivity. Productivity turnover means you are doing better. Okay. So question 3 now to you. Which of the, I've not even read it. They said, which of the following is used to design products?
Computer-aided design.
Computer-aided design, thank you. It's A. Then the last question, one. Which of the following is a problem with new technology in production? High initial cost, thank you. That's all. That's the end chapter 43, right?
Yes.
Thank you.